This talk is for the first year students, University of Distance Education. It is for all specialization students except English. Now I will be dealing with the fourth unit, language. The points to be studied in this unit are: read the passage, word study, structure study, conversation study, other work, writing, vocabulary. Learning clues: the meanings of language, the functions of language, the evolution of the history of languages, the similarity of words in Indo-European languages, change in languages, the existence of dialects in languages. Language clues: to study, the structure can plus, not etc. plus, be plus, but participle. To practice, summary writing. Let's read the passage, language. I would like you to look at your text books, Unit 4, passage number 28, 29 and 30. 1.1. True or false? The first exercise is to find out whether the given statements are true or false. Read the passage carefully and find out whether the given statement have the same idea mentioned in the passage. Remember that they may have different sentence constructions. Let's look at the exercise. 1.1. You will see the sentence in the exercise number 1. 1. We know how language first began. In the passage, you will see the text as follows. We can only guess how language first began, but we know how whenever man has lived, he has developed as a system of communication by sound. Answer: false. Accurately, we don't know how language first began. We can only guess how language first began. 2. In exercise 2, you will see the sentence. Language makes possible the foundation of civilization. In the passage, you will see text as follows. Language makes possible the transmission of knowledge from the generation to another, as well as the spread of idea among them. These processes are foundation of civilization. Answer: true. 3. In exercise 3, you will see the sentence. Latin is spoken but not written now. In this passage, you will see the text. About 1500 years ago, the most important language in Europe was Latin. This is not spoken or written now. Answer: false. In exercise 4, you will see the sentence. In time, some languages became less important than others. Answer: true. In the passage, you will see the text as follows. In time, some languages became more important. Others declined in importance or even died out completely. 5. In exercise 5, you will see the sentence. The importance of Germans and French in increasing. Answer: false. In the passage, you will see the text as follows. The importance of German and French will decline, and Chinese will take their place. 1.2. Answer the following question in the single words or short phrases. 1. How many languages are there in the world today? This question uses the question words how many. There are probably as many as 3,000 languages in the world today. Number 2. What are the most important languages in the world at present? At present, the most important languages in the world are English, Russia, French and Chinese. 3. What will be the most important language in the world? The most important language in the world will be English and Chinese. 4. One can speakers of Chinese from some part of China understand speakers from other part of China. Speaker of Chinese from some part of the Chinas cannot understand speaker from other parts of China because the differences between its dialects are very great. 5. What do the younger speakers of a language like to use? The younger speaker of a language like to use new words and slang expression. 6. What has man developed where he has lived? Man has developed a system of communication by sound whenever he has lived. 7. To which family do most European languages belong? Most European languages belong to Indo-European families of languages. 8. What is Sanskrit, the ancestor of? Sanskrit is an ancestor of many Indian languages. 9. In what ways will an American speak differently from an Australian? An American pronounces words differently from an Australian and he does not use an identical vocabulary. Work study 2.1. Instead of saying, be careful about tenses and form the underlined words or phrases. If underlined words is a verb which is written in the simple present tense, your answer should be in the simple present tense. If it is in the past tense, your answer should also be in the past tense. Similarly, if the underlined words a noun, take care of its number, singular or plural. Let's study in dialect the synonym you have to learn in each unit. 1. Method, system. 2. Passing, transmission. 3. Base for foundation. 4. Become less important, decline in importance. 5. Effective, efficient. 6. Likeness, similarity. 7. That is exactly the same, identical. 2.2. Write down the nouns. 1. Found, founder, foundation. 2. Transmit, transmission, transmitter. 3. Communicate, communication. 4. Spread, expression. 5. Civilization. Now, complete the following sentences with the correct form of the words. 1. Knowledge is transmitted from one generation to another by language. Answer. Transmitted. 2. Communicate by telephone is quicker than by letter. Answer. Communication. 3. College was founded in 1931. Answer. Founded. 4. Mama cannot express himself very carefully in English. Answer. Express. 2.3. Wherever man has lived, he has developed a system of communication by sounds. The words wherever is used instead of where because it does not refer to a definite place or to definite places. Now, fill in the following blanks. 1. If we do not refer to a definite time or times, instead of when, we can say whenever. 2. If we do not refer to a definite person of persons. Instead of who, we can say whoever. 3. If we do not refer to a definite way to doing something, instead of saying how, we can say however. 3. Structure study. 3.1. Can. Active. Can plus but simple. Passive. Can be plus but participle. 1. We can reach Myitkyina by train or by plane. Active. 2. Goldfish can be caught in Inle Lake. Passive. 3. In jug, the Bay of Bengal can be across under the 2 hours. Read the following sentence using can construction. 4. Electricity makes with the power of water. Answer: can be made. In one country, tennis played throughout the year. Answer: can be played. 6. Atomic power used for peaceful purposes. Answer: can be used. 7. High mountain climbed with the help of oxygen. Answer: can be climbed. 8. The National Museum visit every year. Answer: can be visited. 3.2. What do the following refer to? 1. He. Line 2. In the text, we can only guess how language first began, but we know that whenever man has lived, he has developed as a system of communication by sounds. Answer: man. 2. This. Line 11. In the given text, about 1500 years ago, the most important language in Europe was Latin. This is not spoken or written now. Answer: Latin. 3. 1. Line 16. English is a member of Indo-European families of languages, one of several families of languages in the world. Answer: Indo-European families. 6. Which line 17? In the given text, English is a member of Indo-European families of languages, one of the several families of languages in the world, to which belong not only most European language, but also Sanskrit. Answer: one of several families of languages. 3. Idiom. This is a special usage English. Instead of saying replace, you can take the place of. Replace equal the take the place of. Study the following sentences. A. The importance of French and German will decline and Chinese will take their place. B. The importance of French and German will decline, Chinese will replace them. The phrase take the place of something, take something's place. It's often used instead of saying replace something. Now rewrite the following example as A. 1. In time, some languages replace others. 2. Oil has replaced coal as the most common fuel. 3. For many purposes, plastic is replacing wood. Answer: 1. In time, some languages take place others. 2. Oil has taken the place of coal as the most common fuel. 3. For many purposes, plastic is taking the place of wood. 4. Conversation study. 4.1. Study the following sentences. Even inside one country, there may exist differences in the form of the language as it is spoken in different areas. That is, may have several dialects. Text, line 32 and 34. Here, the expression that is used to introduce another way of saying or explaining what has just been said. You can see the expression at the beginning of each second clause of the sentence, in which of the following example could the second part begin with that is? 1. Language makes possible the transmission of knowledge from father to son. It allows the processing of knowledge from the generation to another. 2. Chinese is spoken as first language by the larger numbers of people in the world. It has most native speakers. 3. About 1500 years ago, the most important language in Europe was Latin. It is not written or spoken now. 4. English is Indo-European. It is member of Indo-European families of languages. 5. An American speaks differently to an Australian. He has a different pronunciation. 6. The differences between the dialects of Chinese are very great. It hundreds of millions of speakers. Answer 1, 2, 4 and 5. 4.2. A conclusion shows the result of what has just been said. For example, I am not feeling well, so I will not come. An example gives a particular case when something general is being said. Study the following sentences in the place they occur in the passage. Check whether each is a conclusion to or an example of what has just been said. 1. These processes are foundation of civilization. Line 4 and 5. Answer conclusion. 2. About 1500 years ago, the most important language in Europe was Latin. Line 10 and 11. Answer example. 3. Importance of German and French will decline and Chinese will take their place. Lines 40 and 15. Answer conclusion. This is the end of my talk and I hope you have got the idea and can practice the exercise very well. Goodbye.